The Wall Street Journal just announced that this spring's housing market is shaping up to be a bust. But if that's true, why aren't home prices dropping, especially here in Denver? If you've been watching the housing market, you've probably seen some confusing headlines lately. And honestly, they're not wrong, but also headlines don't always tell the full story. So let's break it down a little bit. According to the Wall Street Journal, this spring market is underperforming expectations. They cited that home sales are flat, buyers are cautious, and sellers are hesitant. And a big reason for that is mortgage rates. We saw rates dip earlier this year, which brought people back into the market. And then they jumped right back up to the mid 6% range. So now we're in this weird pause where nobody wants to make a wrong move or a bad decision. But here's where people, including yours truly, get a little bit confused. If the market is slowing down, why aren't we seeing dramatic price reductions? Why aren't home prices dropping? Well, let's look at that and try to understand what's really going on. First of all, we need to know that inventory is up, but not enough. Yeah, we're seeing more homes hit the market in Denver. And if you're a buyer, wow, you have options. But we're still not at a level where supply overwhelms the demand. So that's one thing. Number two, sellers don't really have to sell. A lot of homeowners are locked into a really low interest rate over the past few years. And so instead of dropping their price, they're going to just choose not to sell. Number three, buyers are still there. Even with higher rates, there are still buyers in the market, especially for well-priced homes. And those homes, y'all, they're still moving quickly. Now, this is not 2008, so let's all take a deep collective breath. This is not a distressed market. We don't have anywhere near the same level of foreclosures or forced sellings. So you're not going to see prices drop in the same way. Now, let's talk about what this means for you. If you're a buyer, we already mentioned you have more options and less competition, but prices aren't necessarily really lower. If you're a seller, you can still sell, but pricing correctly based on data, not emotions, matters more than ever. This is exactly why my partner John and I started our podcast, because headlines like this one from the Wall Street Journal, they can create a lot of confusion. Our goal every day is to break down what's actually happening here in Denver so you can make smart decisions and, again, not emotional ones. If you're thinking about buying or selling or relocating to Denver, reach out. We would love to work with you and love to help you. And if you want more breakdowns like this, make sure you subscribe to our podcast, which is called Living Colorado, Getting Real Estate. You can find them anywhere you find podcasts.